Like Drewski does skits and shit, right? Like I'm not trying to do a skit like that, cause you wouldn't call like what Clay did a skit. That's more along like a short. That's what I'm saying.
It's a short. That's definitely a short by far.
So that's something that I want to get into. But enough about that. What's going on, everybody?
There you go. Let's get right to it.
If y'all are getting into the comments, y'all tell your friends, send a link. Today's gonna be a little different. What happened? We still on? We still live?
Yeah.
Keep
talking.
So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the most dope podcast on the motherfucking internet. I am your host, Elijah, Easy, Killjoy, all of that.
I'm your co-host here, Mohammed Cook.
I'm tired because we ain't got time for none of the nonsense.
There you go. I'm changing the titles.
Because we ain't got time
for none of the nonsense.
Says the latest nigga.
Right? Says nigga.
Everybody see us here.
We record at 7. It's 7:30 right
Honestly,
now.
bro, I ain't get no text back. I was like, all right, we recording at 7, but I was like, is we recording at 7?
You guys
when I said that shit, you was like, we always record at 7. And I was like, nah, last week we was on time. Before, I think the week before, nigga, it was damn near almost 8:30. Yeah. Before we hit the live button. But what's going on? How y'all week been so far?
Right now.
Bro, you know I can't complain, brother. I can't complain. One of my deals I thought was going to come through didn't go through, but on the other side, my confirm page, nigga, has been booming. Almost 4,000 followers.
I don't think I'd be following that one anymore.
And you know what's crazy? I've gotten that. They're like, yo, that's what's going on over there. People in the car.
Yes, I don't know if I follow that one either.
I know. And that's what happened. Everybody kind of like forgot about it.
Yeah.
It grew.
And then other niggas started fucking with it. Bro. I'm not going to lie. I unfollowed everybody on the Wolves League.
Bro, I'm telling. No, I peeped that. I was
that shit crack.
But, I can't complain. What about you, bro?
Let Ty go first.
Oh, go ahead, Ty.
My week's been cool, bro. I just been working. Honestly. Working and cooking.
That's it?
Yeah.
Which is practically the same thing if you think about it.
Yeah.
Same shit.
My week's been good, man. I mean, work is cool. There's some turmoil at my job, but that's beneath me.
Osama and them again?
Nah, I go to my job, nigga. I do my work to the best of my abilities and more. I don't know why I give more than 110%, but I do. And then I go home. And my girl gets all my. I hate this person. I don't like this person.
Yeah.
I try to keep that shit outside the job. But one thing I did,
I was saying, who you hate at your job?
We're not gonna get into that because this is gonna be public. I don't want niggas to be like, So,
what you mean, man? This is. I think this the episode for that.
Nah, bro, because my right now my job is in turmoil.
Fuck you, airport niggas.
Okay, he said that. That is not a reflection of.
Yeah, it's not a reflection of me. I love
nigga.
niggas at airport, even though I'm the only nigga at the airport.
Oh yeah.
Which then, why is it when you're the only black person in a white space?
Yeah.
Niggas people just always have to find a way to talk about blackness.
Because they uncomfortable, nigga.
No.
They always have to come up with jokes and this and that and this and that, and you're expected to just sit there and laugh along with it when really it's like
you're not gonna whoop me. It's other white niggas around.
It's not a job thing. It's everywhere in the world. People talk
about
black people.
It's not a job. I'm just saying, like, more specifically, my job is really the only time I'm ever in like a predominantly white space.
Yeah. Oh.
And so that's where it comes from.
That'll do it. I went to I'm not even gonna go there because I forgot this.
See?
Yeah.
See, you gotta tread lightly because I still work there.
Yeah, exactly. And I still have a great relationship with this friend, but I was saying I've heard some wild things. Like you'd be amazed about what white people say when black people aren't around.
I already know.
It's amazing.
I already know.
All right, but do we do?
Why y'all feel bad about speaking out on shit that make you feel uncomfortable? Like make these niggas feel uncomfortable for making you uncomfortable.
Because the issue isn't so much these people. I have relationships with individuals. It's when they collectively come together in a group, things get a little fishy.
Then that means it's them niggas too, bro.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, man, you can't play for different teams at different times. You always playing for a certain team. So if somebody start acting different when they homies get around, that's just who they is.
But I don't see them when they're in their all white groups. And you see what I'm saying?
But they be in them groups. That's the point I'm making. Like you got white people who gonna act how they act.
Well, in my case, that some of these jokes that they make are tailored specifically for an African American recipient.
No, yours is different.
In their normal lives, in their normal lives, I mean, some of them, one person, all he be is an African American. You know,
business.
No, we coined a word.
Ninjettis. We in
Ninjettis.
I'm stealing that from
Shout out that
Javon,
nigga
bro.
Dangerfield. You said what?
I'm stealing Ninjettis from Javon, bro. Sorry, dog. That's mine now.
Yeah, that.
Come back. Come to Killjoy Studios and get it back.
Yeah.
Get it back in blood.
What's hard though is just like, you know, with jobs, there are all these different little nuances that you have to kind of fall in place to.
Yeah.
That are all set by. I'm not even gonna say the boss, because the boss is also just another cog in the wheel. It's the CEOs, right?
Okay.
These people who start these companies, and everything. And like some companies, like for you, your old job,
yeah.
the CEO was there, right?
On a daily basis.
It's small enough for them to be in tune with the daily business.
Yes.
I don't know your situation. If you know,
I don't know my situation. I feel like I know who the CEO is, but then again, I don't.
You know, and for me, you know, my job, the CEO is somebody who I'm never ever gonna see.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The most I'll see is the general manager of Bakersfield, and then maybe their boss. Right.
Right.
But the ideals that the CEO started the job on is passed down to all of the bosses. Right.
Okay.
And so the other day I was on Instagram and I had ran across this video where they were talking about how bosses, more specifically CEOs, expect their workers to feel the same way about their job as they do. Give 110%.
Yeah.
They get their vision when job culture is shit.
Yeah. That's physically impossible, right? And we can understand that on two different levels, because we're trying to create something at the same time, and we're also employees, a cog in another system. Right,
and which is why I want to speak on this idea of employee. I'm gonna say boss, but for the sake of the conversation, boss means CEO.
Yeah.
Employee-boss relationship, and I'm speaking on that from two different perspectives. Because again, I am an employee at a job. That's not my job. I don't give a fuck about that. But I also do have starting my own company. So where one day I will. I mean, not one day. I am CEO now, but I'll be a CEO where I do have workers who I expect the same
level of caring
that my boss now expects from me.
Yeah.
Right. And just speaking on that part, like it's like I've been in Bakersfield for a long time. I know in the past we've talked about jobs and everything, so I don't want to get too much in about like that specifically, but it's hard to care about something that doesn't care about you.
Yeah. I think you even really start to see this. I didn't really even get the time. I ended up just canceling for the past couple of days. I haven't been online because I've been trying to get everything I have a new focus for the show and things of that nature. But we kind of talked about this, especially when it comes to not so much the hiring process, but you were talking about the firing process, right?
Yeah, just I'm more so the day-to-days, but the only part of the job where not caring comes into play is discipline. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like getting fired for, or be able to not call days off or not get time off and that. When shit's good at your job, you can give a fuck.
Right.
It's really when the discipline or that pushback comes where the conversation starts, where so-and-so don't care. This job don't give a fuck about me. If I quit today, they're just going to fill my seat tomorrow.
Correct.
Right, so you are correct along the lines of the firing process.
Yeah, it's so weird. I hate to quote this guy because I was once a fan, but I'm no longer a fan. But Gary Vee talked about how your role... Yeah.
No longer a fan of Gary Vee?
Yeah, bro. The NFT kind of thing kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
That shit went up.
You couldn't tell he was a scammer from the beginning?
I fell victim of the moment. I'll wholeheartedly. Now, I do like his charisma, I like his energy, I like his speeches, but I got
fake.
Yeah, but I now understand the whole. I see on the big picture now, so I don't look at him the same. But he was saying, he's like, your role as a CEO of your business is not so much how well you work. Your goal is to hire the best people. That is that's where you hang. That's where your nuts hang, right?
Yeah,
knowing
absolutely.
that you hired the best people. So it's not about the accounts you can close anymore. It's not about how much money you have. Everybody knows you own the business. Everybody knows you got money. But if you can hire the best participants to keep your entire ship afloat, you're not only known within your business, you're the best in the industry.
Because that's really the face and people who are that is your business.
Exactly. So I didn't really think much of it at the time. I was like, how's your whole operation based off of the people you hire? That sounded just funny to me, right? Like,
It's sort of putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, and it's not even the skill you have, because I think as we come from rap and athletics and you are the brand, you are the business. What do you do?
Right. But I mean, it makes sense. Like, you're not running the company like directly.
Right.
The people who you hire are running the company. So it makes sense to put the focus on the people who you're hiring as opposed to like just you. I think the main thing as a CEO, a boss, is to make sure you set up a culture that's a proper culture that reflects you and what you want out of your business.
Okay.
And I think if you're able to do that properly, then you get the right workers, and then you create a certain mood and tone for the customers and also the people that work there, that either gives you, okay, I got a good business, or my business is fucking failing and nobody wants to be here.
So do you think that the overall success of a business, I love this episode already, do you think the success of a business is based off of how many people want to work there, or the quorum, or at least the rapport internally?
I don't think people, I'm going to start it off like this. Niggas don't like to work. Niggas like making money.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the success of a business is based on how comfortable people are there and how much they respect either the work they're doing or who's distributing the work. Like, if they have a good manager, cool, because the manager could be like, you know what, I fucking hate this job too, but if they're doing their job, then the workers are also going to do their job too, even though they don't want to be there. Okay. Because it's monkey see, monkey do at the end of the day.
An example I like to use is, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but outside of like, have you guys been paying attention to Hyundai lately, the car company?
Yeah, they've been killing it.
Do you know why?
Some nice ass cars.
Do you know why they've been killing it?
Why?
They have been rehiring. They've hired all BMWs and Mercedes designers.
That makes sense because they look like Mercedes Benzes.
Exactly. Yeah. So then it goes back to my point with Gary Vee. You're only as important as the first people you hire.
Yeah.
Where I'm having a conversation about Hyundai right now because of just the overall hiring process that Hyundai has initiated over the past, 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
So, so this goes into the next part of the question, right? How soon in the operation do you think that a boss or a CEO should essentially let you know when the company is starting to fail?
Right away. You got to let them, you got to be transparent right away.
No.
Well, do you want to know why?
Go ahead.
So let's say you just have people who come into work and they're already on I don't give a fuck about this shit type shit, right?
Yeah.
If you're able to get them out of there and get some people in there that care, you have a better chance of saving the business. Now, if it's a case of you just continue with the people that don't care, the business is going to continue to fail further because no growth is really happening because the people there don't care and the business is already crumbling, from up top.
Yeah.
If there's nothing at the bottom to hold it up, then it can't survive. So if you're able to be transparent and tell your managers, hey, shit is bad right now.
Yes.
I need you to figure something out over there.
Yeah.
That's going to get shit pumping again and like pull us back up even a little bit.
So do you think that, so you're saying that let's scale things up.
Yeah.
I watched a YouTube video say talk like how you want to talk in the future, right? Wolves is now doing, let's just say they're doing $1 million a month. Let's keep things very simple. $1 million a month, right? Profit. Profit, right? But your Asian sales in your Euro Asian market is for some reason declining expeditiously.
Yeah.
Right?
Exponentially,
not expeditiously. Thank you. My word, nigga. How soon do you tell your managers in order, because if you tell the word to the managers, they're going to tell the people who are working in the factories, and they might lose their contract. They might lose their contract. They might become concerned and fear that they're going to lose their contract and might not feel this job security that they once had.
They're going to try and jump off a burning ship.
Exactly.
Now, if that's the case, get them out there as soon as possible because, like I said, if I'm trying to fix things and I see that things are already bad, I got to talk to the people who are in charge of improving things and be as transparent with them as possible. My thing is not, now, I'm not telling the managers to go ahead and tell the workers that shit is bad right now.
Okay, so you say stop at your board of directors.
Yes, because I need my coaches to let my team know that, hey, shit is bad right now.
Okay.
Shit is bad right now in their own way.
Okay.
Because their own way might be, hey, we need to turn things up, guys. You know, our production has been kind of bad.
Yeah.
Even though it might not be, they're not looking at numbers.
Okay.
So they don't necessarily know.
Okay.
I want to be transparent with the one that runs my day-to-day process.
Okay.
Because in turn, they're going to figure out how to turn things around while I'm trying to figure out how to fix the bigger problem.
Okay. And do you agree or disagree?
So I agree. At first, I thought he was saying you tell your employees right away.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And that's kind of a philosophy I feel in life because, put your CEO hat on.
Yeah.
Right? If there's a part of your company that's failing, and not even drastically, you just notice that there's a decline in numbers, then that's when you kind of figure out, all right, well, I'm a boss. I got us here. How do I get us out this hole? Because if you tell people, hey, this is not performing well, it's failing, yada, 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 they're going to jump off a sinking ship.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Especially when the situation might not even be that dire where you have to close out or something. It's fixable.
Right.
Right. I say stop at your board of directors or your decision makers or anybody who's maybe right below you to try and figure out a way to get that back up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, like I said, the relationship with the I don't want to say bottom tier employees, but at the base of the operation, that relationship, some of them might be there just to make money.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Right. And if they're realizing, hey, I'm part of a company that's failing, I need to get out while the getting's good.
Right. Right.
You know, and like even just example right now, like at the airport, which is crazy. The turnover rate is fucking high.
Yeah.
High as shit. Higher than I would have thought that it was, and which is causing us right now to be shorthanded.
Okay.
Right. To turn a flight, you know, you guys have been on airplanes, right? When plane lands, take your luggage out.
Yeah.
If there's any wheelchairs, help the wheelchairs out, this and that. Put luggage back in, get the people boarded, all that. It's like a 45-minute process, right?
Okay.
Typically, to do it smoothly, you need anywhere from 8 to 10 people.
How many do y'all have?
We can get it done with like 6.
Okay.
And that's extremely short-handed. The thing that saves us is we're a smaller airport, so we can get it done.
Yeah.
Right. But we're losing people like that.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And it's kind of like on a case of like if we continue to lose people, I'm going to fucking quit.
Okay.
I'm going to quit.
Yeah.
Because it's like if we lose 2 more people, bro, that means my work output has got to increase.
Now let me ask you a question.
And do the job of 5, 6 niggas.
Right.
If you get a raise after
won't
this,
happen, but
if you get a raise,
I'll stay.
You're staying, right?
If I get paid what that job is due, like right now, like I was talking about, it takes 4 people to clean the airplane.
Right.
I'm doing it, but 1 person's cleaning it. I'm already doing the job of 3 other niggas.
Yeah.
Keep
And
talking.
so
Keep
what I'm
talking.
saying.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, don't look at me.
yeah, my fault. I got sidetracked. But yeah, don't tell the people at the base because they'll quit. They'll leave and be like, let me get out before it gets too bad.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
Not just that. So like in a business, like you said, I'm doing $1 million a day.
Whoa.
No, I mean $1 million a month.
Hey,
My
he got
bad.
high hopes for himself.
Hey, yeah, you feel me? I want to do $1 million a day.
What, 30, 31 million profit
what?
a month? Is there any companies doing that?
Probably
Amazon.
McDonald's.
We're in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah.
Apple, yeah.
The safe stocks.
So
Yeah.
now this is where, and that that's getting to my point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be having shareholders. If I go to the bottom, those are like my immediate shareholders. You know, the people that work there. You know, a lot of the time, big companies, they give their workers percentages. That means once they find out that we're failing, they're gonna start selling their stock. That means my bigger shareholders are gonna peep this, and then they're gonna be like, oh, if they're getting the fuck out of there, that means we got to get out of there.
Yeah.
So I don't need them to know because that fucks up the long money.
Okay, so this is $1 million question. Before we leave, we all been familiar with before we leave a job, not the show, but before we leave a job, they always have this thing called like the 2-week notice, right?
Yeah.
And then a video, I think that even we were sending back and forth to one another. There was this woman, she was saying that she doesn't believe in the 2 week because if they were about to fire her, they're not going to give you 2 weeks in order to get your shit together,
They're not gonna give you
get your
10
finances,
minutes.
and Yeah, and I was just very curious to know you guys' take on, like, I know we already kind of talked about it, but I do think in that boss kind of work relationship, I do think that, honestly, I think it would be a very dangerous world if bosses gave you 2 weeks to let you know this company's about to fail.
Oh, absolutely.
Or you're about, you're about to get fired.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah, if you know you're going to get fired in 2 weeks, I think putting in a 2-week notice, like, and so at one point, I do think, honestly speaking, the solution I think we should completely eliminate the 2-week conversation.
On both sides?
On both sides. I think it's a dated conversation. I think that in the work world, the turnover, like you're talking about, is so high. I think that formality, that sense of respect was around when we have 401ks, when we had pensions. I think that was a
that's a union thing.
That is a form of respect. I don't think we should do those anymore.
I think 2-week notices are a union thing, but when it comes to general work, no.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What's the difference between a 2-week notice and your boss giving you 2 weeks to let you know that he's gonna fire you?
Nigga likes you.
Okay.
And you like the job.
Honestly,
it ain't no different.
Not about the job, just about like.
Say that one more time.
What's the difference in culture, mindset, whatever, between a 2-week notice and your boss giving you 2 weeks notice of him going to fire you? How do those things differentiate themselves?
I think
as far as your work culture,
I think if a boss gives you 2 weeks to figure your shit out, that's a person that respects you. That's a person that values the work that you did and you as a person. But you giving them 2 weeks,
it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Or you got a job lined up and you like, hey, I'm gonna just get this money.
Well, no, because to your point earlier, you were like, how would it be if a job gave you 2 weeks to let you know you're gonna fire you? And I assume you're talking about that specific employee's mindset of only having 2 weeks left at the job.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
That mindset doesn't change if an employee gives a 2-week notice. Because I've given 1-week notices before.
Yeah.
And knowing that in a week I'm going to be let go, I'm going to just fuck around. I'm no longer taking my job serious. Fuck this job. What are they going to do, fire me? No, I already quit.
In your 1 week notice?
Yeah, I say 1 week because 2 weeks, but it's just like if a job tells me I'm getting fired in 2 weeks, like I'm leaving today.
But no, I'm not talking about those examples though, Elijah. I'm talking about examples where somebody, because if we go into fuck it territory, bosses can go into fuck it territory. Yes. We can go into.
I've been where bosses have been in fuck it territory.
Exactly. I'm not talking about in fuck it territory. I'm talking about where there's in a perfect world.
The relationship between
the relationship is cohesive. Like
in that case, then I feel like if there was a company that gave 2-week notices for firing, that's a company that I could work at.
Yeah.
And it sounds backwards, right?
I mean,
but I don't think so, because then not only are they giving you 2 weeks to get your shit together, it's also going to take them 2 weeks to try and get your spot replaced.
Right.
Not necessarily.
But it's the mindset that I'm going with.
Yeah.
You know?
But so when I worked at Apple, I was there on a 6-month contract with hopes of it being extended to a permanent contract.
Right.
I was being told the whole time that you're gonna get it.
Right.
Everybody was making me feel good about it until we came down to probably the last 2 months.
Yeah.
Then I got let know, there's a hiring freeze, so it's not looking good, but we're still gonna try to get you in there.
Right. You have to say that part.
Exactly. So when it ultimately came down to it's not looking good, they did give me kind of a 2-week notice to be like, it's not looking good, but this is what we're going to do leading up, after that. And that was because we had a cool relationship.
Exactly.
Like, they were transparent with me, and I was transparent with them.
Yeah.
And because of that, like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to still do the work I need to do because I care about some of the motherfuckers that work here. Like, I wouldn't want my fuck ups to make their lives any harder,
Yeah, and even on that tone, even on that note, I think the same thing. Even if I always cut my angle, I just go to wide. Fuck it. Even the same thing applies with this my former employer. Like, he didn't give me like the 2 weeks kind of situation. I kind of read the room by myself.
Yeah.
But even when I was able to recognize, like, people who were once doing jobs that they never did, all of a sudden they're doing them. You know, it's like little shit like that. Like all of a sudden I'm communicating to somebody that I never had to communicate to. You know, I was like, okay, I'm reading the room. There's a shift in the culture of
conversations have been had.
The conversations have been had. There's more meetings without you than with you.
Yeah.
Kind of situations like that, right? So I was reading the room, but even in that process, he knew it was going to come down the pipeline, but he still gave me enough. He still respected me enough to be like, yo, I'm going to give you an X amount of time to go get your bag elsewhere during the time you're here, because he didn't say, yo, shit's about to hit the fan. But he's like, go find a bag somewhere else, and this is what I got going on. Yeah. So that's why I was like, and I don't know. Maybe you and I just have been in respectful work relationships.
Yeah. I think it's more so smaller, because, like, in my job, bro, if I do some shit at 10:51, 11 o'clock, they're walking me out the door. Really? Regardless of if they have enough people to cover the shift. Yeah. Because that just happened. Earlier this week, 2 people, they didn't get fired. They got suspended.
No, that's a little different.
They got suspended.
With pay or without pay?
Without pay.
Them niggas getting fired, bro.
Yeah. They got suspended, and now we're shorthanded every day.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, even like like you said, you guys have been in positions where the CEO can come knock on your door any day.
But at the same rate, we've also been in.
He has done that at Mold House too. He literally did.
You know what I mean?
He did literally.
And so you
come and be like, "Hey, man,
that's what I'm saying." You have
it's a nice place. You got. Actually, it's a fucked up place you got here, man. That mean the rent low. I could do this.
And you have the time to be able to build those relationships.
Yeah.
Because even now, like, you're not working there, right?
Yeah.
But you're still a vital part.
Yeah, I'm still a vital part. Or I'm going to say vital, but I am a part of the cog.
I would say vital because he still hit you up.
Right. No, we still communicate like weekly. You see what I'm saying? So it's not and I do understand that the decision he made to let me go was not personal. Yeah. It was just a numbers thing, and he's like, yo, if niggas ain't buying videos, why the fuck do I have a video manager?
Yeah.
Right.
So I understand the situation, but I do understand that my relationship with my boss or my former boss was completely different than most people in their workspaces.
Like, in that same breath, we've also been in situations to where we've worked with like more independent kind of people.
Very true.
Independent CEOs, and when it came down to, hey, there's not going to be any more money coming in, there was no conversation.
Yeah.
Niggas just didn't show up anymore, and niggas didn't call. And that was it.
Really?
You've been in this situation. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, like?
So, remember when you was working at that chicken spot and you found out?
I would say that's the only. I was just thinking about that shit. That's the only job I've had where the CEO was in-house.
Yeah, but you know? You remember how she lied to you.
Yeah.
Even after she bigged you up, she ended up lying to you. You remember how you felt and what
you fucked up.
Exactly. And because of that, you ain't give her no 2-week notice.
Nah, bro.
You did.
I'm out.
He and I, we worked at a print shop out here.
Yeah.
And it went from us communicating with the person every day, being in the you're stupid. Being in the office every day, you know, communicating with the people that work there, to hey, we don't need all y'all in here. Hey, matter of fact, just don't come. Just document your hours at home.
Yeah.
To
pick up the last check.
That should have been.
It wasn't even that.
Yo, yeah.
It was picked up the check and crickets.
Yeah.
That should have been a sign. As soon as nigga tell you just document your hours at home.
Man.
That should have been. Oh yeah.
Nigga didn't even ask for the key. I think he just changed the lock.
It's a very interesting. That situation in itself was so. That one was weird.
It was weird.
It was very weird.
I felt like there was like some tax. There was some like financial situations going on.
There was a lot of shuffling, and we got caught in the shuffle. That's happened to me a few fucking times.
Yeah, and then even there's another business but there's another business where kind of the same thing happened a few times, but I respected dude enough. I knew dude enough.
Yeah.
To where I was like, okay.
Oh yeah.
I literally see what you're going through.
Yeah.
You tell me what you're going through, I'm going to just step off.
Yeah.
You don't even have to necessarily let me know that you're not going to be able to afford me. Yeah. Like, I can just, like, fade away. I can read the room. I can read the room, and there's no anger, there's no disrespect here, but...
Yeah, it's very interesting. Vanessa put a comment. Dealey said,
"Nigga, what you think I was doing?"
That's why you gotta wear headphones.
My bad.
He said,
hot.
"Nigga, tell me to clock my hours at home. I'm running it up." Yes, that's cool and all until it's time to pick up that run up, and he like, I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Well, I ain't got none for you.
It depends. Again, in that situation, in your specific situation about clocking in at home, I feel like the relationship between the CEO was close enough to where there was some kind of checking. What's balance and checking system?
Checking balance.
Right?
Yeah,
checking
he
balance
pulled up
system,
some
right?
hours. Yeah, he was.
Oh, with him, yeah.
So I've worked at 2 schools. Not only did I work at CSUB, I worked at Hampton, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, I pretty much did the same shit. Nigga.
Yeah.
I walked up, clocked my hours, went home, did whatever I had to do, came back, signed out like I've been at work all day, and I just was low-key stealing money.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
but they know that. That's why they pay you dog water.
Yeah. I
Do
mean,
they
a
know?
lot of the times the job is just security, bro.
I mean,
Like you just a security nigga without a
sometimes
badge.
I'd show up, I'd drive the little cart around, maybe pick up some trash this and there. I mean, I would go to work some days where they had like work orders where niggas had to I don't know if you remember the library. They had like a presentation room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to
Dorothy,
set that up.
No, that was
Yeah.
That's Dorothy.
But
not
it's like
DD.
the library.
Yeah,
I had to set that up for events and stuff. So those would be the days I work. But in a 7-day work week, bro, I'm only working 2 days. The other days, I'm just clocking in.
The campus is so not even that big. It's just that there's so many people working at that campus that his resume
You
is
you gotta finish.
Okay,
and
my
then
bad, my
address the
bad.
yeah.
My bad. It's just like there's so many people working at that campus that there's a lot of overlap.
There's a lot of overlap.
So it doesn't even matter. But yeah,
Nigga said this nigga resume is amazing.
He's worked at places that have been out of business for 15 years.
Yeah.
He ain't even been here for 15 years, dog.
What's crazy is like a lot of if you ask me to name all my jobs, I literally have to sit down and take 5 minutes to think about it. That's how many jobs that I've had. This might be the first year, coming up, where I've only had one W-2.
You stole money
That's crazy.
Allegedly. Shout out Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this might be the first year I've only had one W-2.
Really?
Typically, it's 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Which causes a hassle come tax time because I got to wait 2 or 3 months to collect them all.
Yeah, W2 season be the weirdest time for just like overall for me.
And he ain't even applied, bro. He was walking into the club and they was like, yo, stop,
that
man.
nigga's a
You got to
bouncer.
clock in.
He came to me to a concert when Ness had his concert.
Yeah.
Fucked up, wore a black shirt. Everybody asking him, can we go backstage? Is it cool if we go backstage? He's like, I'm not a security guard, nigga. I'm just standing there right next to the
Fucking up,
stage.
nigga.
Everybody kept asking him, hey, can we go backstage? Is it cool to go back? And niggas was like, I'm not a security guard, bro. Go get the fuck back.
Yo, Devon, if I'm ever with you in a situation like that, walk me backstage and just be like, yo, I got a nigga from...
Why you think when I go out, I be talking crazy? Because niggas be like, oh, fuck you up. They see him right next to me.
I never do that to you,
dog,
Devon.
You got it.
I never do that to you, Devon. Hold up. So dope in the helpily don't know when to kick the door.
He cut hair, babysit. So dope in the house.
Oh my gosh.
So we've talked about the relationship from boss to employee.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Let's flip it up a little bit. We all are hopefully eventually going to run some kind of business.
I'm already running a business.
I mean, in a scenario, in an aspect where you have employees.
Okay.
Where you're not doing everything yourself.
Correct.
What kind of environment do you want to have as a boss?
Oh shit.
We got 10 minutes to talk about this, then I gotta go.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever given thought to that? How would you want to run?
Yeah. So it's mine's.
Yeah.
Mine's strictly based off of how many people are on the team. The culture is going to shift according to the size.
Yeah.
So like in an ideal space, so let's say this. How many desks do you think we can fit in this suite? Right.
One.
No, nigga.
Probably like
Comfortably, bro.
Comfortably within this entire suite. So probably like
3.
Oh, if you empty the space out
maybe
for that?
5
10.
or 6.
So let's say 10. So I would run my business just like how Citron. It would mirror a what do you call it?
Vanessa said she sees you running a business with vibes.
Yeah.
That's priority.
Yeah, no, it would be. It would be based if it's like a creative agency. Vibes would be like that. I would leave designated time to literally to just relax and do things, and that would be on a bi-weekly basis. On that note, that's something I actually did get from Steven. They all went to a Dodger game. How you get fired and invited to the game at the same time?
It's a vital part of the community. That's what I always want to be. But
yeah. So so that mine would prioritize vibes and understanding of self.
Yeah.
That would be the core. That would be the core principle.
That's the only way you get growth from them individually.
Yeah.
Which ends up turning into growth, company wide.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I like
so
that.
that would be a core principle of mine, and being able to express that. Because I imagine is that my company is going to be based off of, at the rate I'm moving, is going to be off of, like I said, video marketing, me expressing myself. How crazy would it look if I'm out here, do you, be the best you, whatever, and then my whole squad's just like,
you in there running it like Ellen DeGeneres.
Exactly. That would be fucking crazy. Are you about to read something from the comment section?
No, it's just, obviously, I got to leave right now, but the comments is jumping. All of our usuals is in here.
Yeah.
Nah, but if I were to...
Hold on. Devon said last week he literally gave a girl a write-up and a raise in the same conversation.
How you do that?
No, that's happened to me. That's happened. I've been the girl.
Bitch, you fucking up. Here's a raise.
And what's funny is, we're talking about this and we're not bosses in that sense yet.
Yeah.
But Devon, I think is a boss. He got people under him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you ask him how he feels about his position, and he'll tell you.
He's the person that we're literally talking about right now.
That's really one of the things that I had in mind is him. He's like, you should have had me on this episode. He got a lot to say. Nah, bro, we want you to keep your job.
Yeah.
I want you to keep your job.
Yeah.
But to answer your question,
how would you run Wolves Leading Wolves?
So I mean, the brand is like it's based on individualism. So I got to bring in people that kind of mirror that, but also like fall in line with the brand itself.
Name a personality, name somebody we know that you would have if you had the opportunity to hire one person
Hold on.
right now. Oh,
think about it.
Think about
real
that.
Quick. Vanessa, we see your comments. We see your comments. I literally was reading your comments about him running his company with Vibes. And Devon said, "Where am I going?" Vanessa replies, "To be a bouncer at Bricks."
Danielle, I see your comment as well. Mo runs his life every day like a CEO. You can ask my wife. Listen, we got the milk production at an all-time high. We are moving.
I don't want to hear that.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing.
I know.
I just found out today, bro, that some women sell their breast milk.
Bro, I was about to buy some until I realized.
Really?
Bro.
Look, that's exactly how I thought. Bro,
this
some
how I
people
feel
sell
not
their
having
breast
kids.
milk?
What?
I literally found that out today.
Yes, but
some women, they just
other
like
babies or
no.
I mean, to
titties.
other
you buy other women's titty milk. Yes.
They like.
but doesn't that kind of fuck with the babies?
No.
Oh.
No.
Because I thought breast milk was a way for the mother to fix whatever was wrong with the baby.
No.
And if there's any mothers in a comment, you let us know if we're
how
wrong.
titties work.
Titty
You
milk.
let us know how that works.
I know how titties work.
Yeah.
I don't know how the titty milk works.
But who would be the person, somebody you
that
know?
I know personally?
You came up on a bag and you're like, yo, you have to hire, right? So now, who are you? Who will be a personality you're bringing on?
I got to think.
That's why I asked you first. You had.
I would hire Jerome.
Jerome, okay.
Rip.
Okay.
I'd hire Jerome.
And why?
Because not only does he have the he loves the brand already, and that
doesn't mean you hire somebody because
no, he
brand.
loves the brand, but he also has ideas to like further the brand that I actually like.
Good, that's a good reason.
And then it's not like I'm having a conversation with him to where I'm like, I like it, but it's like, okay, I like that, and this would always work with that. And even if there is a bit of pushback, we can speak our way through the conversation to kind of get to where we need to get to fix the shit. Fabian is a nigga that I would hire
that you took mine.
off rip.
You took mine. Yeah.
I was wearing a hat yesterday to Applebee's, and the nigga was like, "I like your hat, dog."
Oh, yeah?
So I said, "Thank you, bro."
Shit.
What about you, nigga?
Can I not choose y'all?
No, we're not doing that.
Choose me, nigga.
No, we're not doing that. Like, who's the most beautiful girl you ever dated?
I would get the 2-week notice.
today.
Fuck this nigga. I'd hire this nigga as a consultant. That's it.
Yeah.
I thought Elijah had to
leave. He does.
He has literally like a couple seconds left.
Is clocking my watch.
Yeah, it is.
Vanessa.
I'm leaving. Don't worry. You won't see me no more.
Don't say that.
I can't pick David because David already. Fuck, bro.
It's a hard question, right?
It is a very hard question.
It's not a hard question because I would run my business very small, right?
Right.
I'm not thinking about somebody like Complex or Fader where they got buildings and this and that. So I would want to keep the intimacy.
If I can say one thing, that's mean running your business lean. That means your overhead is lean. That's the term.
That's what I'm saying. I would run it. I would want to run my business intimately because I feel like what I do as far as interviews and everything is an intimate setting. Right, so I would focus more so on quality than quantity.
Yeah,
and have a specific team, 3 or 4 people to get the news, 2 or 3 people to do.
Who are you hiring, bro?
Yeah, bro, you the nigga that gotta leave and you just talking.
Sorry, bro. This is my love, dog. That's what I'm saying.
And mine would either be Fabian or Phobal. I just realized that Phobal.
I'd
anybody
hire
who calls me when the shit fucks up.
I'd hire Fabian. Right.
So
I'd hire Fabian. I'd hire you, Ty.
Yeah.
I'd hire David.
Can't do any of us. Yeah.
I'd hire Devon.
Okay.
And Devon knows as any opportunity. I mean, all you guys. Any opportunity that I can have to where I can invite other people along, I do.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is your business you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
This is not a party.
No,
it's not
a
kickback.
Party because like.
You want to pick somebody who's like I know this is how I'm saying it. Reason why I pick Phobal. I love you, Fabian. I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna pick Phobal because if I go $1 over budget on anything, he's like, I'm quitting.
Oh, you don't know Fabian then?
Oh, I've never been in a finance situation.
Money management, other people's money. He knows how to manage.
So I just never been in that. I'm with literally. I was on the golf course with Phobal talk like this. You see what I'm saying? So I know he ain't gonna let that shit slide.
If we came in at $1, bro, it'd be you. I'm sorry. It'd be you over
my dog, but you can't pick me in this conversation.
Yeah. Everybody would choose Mo, nigga. Fabian's
Justin would not. Fuck that nigga.
I'd have to pick Devon.
Yeah.
Only because where I'm at right now, I'm not a money guy or business wise. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's the most critical aspect of what I need to figure out
now.
His
middle name is literally money.
And if manifestation. If it's not you, and I pick you because you're more than just business, marketing, all that. Right. Devon is business. He'll help me do the business side, which is what I need. So I'd have him come on in a role that's probably a little bit higher than just regular employee.
Right.
You know, I'd figure out a way to maybe not a 50-50 because that's crazy.
Can I set up my board of directors after this? All
right, so we 42 minutes. Notice I put the clock up. We got 3 more minutes. Who would your board you get?
My CFO would be my girl.
Okay.
My daily operations.
No, you got CEO.
CEO.
You got CEO, CFO, CMO.
Which is marketing?
Yep. Chief marketing, chief finance, chief executive. And I'm missing something. Is it? I don't know. I don't.
COO.
I don't know what that is. I think
operations.
It's chief. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. My operations would be Fabian. My CMO would be Jerome. And then I would just consult with you. Yeah. You'd be my consultant.
You'd be more than a consultant, dog.
Don't spend over $1. I'm a fucking. Throw a bitch.
I say all the money spending, all that money talk would be you. Yeah, I'm completely on the creative side of the business.
I think
completely on the creative side.
I think
almost completely. I don't want niggas to try and pull the wool over my head.
They will. You have to accept that, and that's why you gotta have people. They will. That's part of the process. I haven't really put a lot of thought into that. I just know CFO Phobal got it.
Yeah,
that's it.
CFO would have to be it'd have to be your Devon. I'm like, if not my own mama. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd have to be.
And the reason you want to pick a CFO that already got money, because then they're not trying to take your money.
Which is why who chose my girl.
So if you pick a CFO that don't got money, you gonna have a problem.
It really be my mama because everything that I would look for in
she don't need your money.
In a business partner.
Yeah.
And not even just business wise, bro. Like just complete spiritual guidance. Nigga. Like.
Get the fuck out of here. Vanessa don't want you here no
more. Bro, no.
More.
She's like, oh, this nigga got a curfew.
Making the conversation longer.
All right,
let's close it up. Let's go. Oh, my.
She bullied your ass off your own show.
Hemi, one of the mags over there.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, you get just say the. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Yes, keep talking. So if y'all must know, Joe Maynard's performing today at Tumbler Brewing. I'm going to be in attendance with
free?
Volume 5.
Is that shit free?
Nah, it's $20.
$20?
$20. That's where I'm going right now to go run my business.
There we go.
Go make Killjoy something, and I can already see making the conversation longer. I'm doing that exact same thing. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Y'all stay happy, stay optimistic. That's my exit.
There it is.
Right.
There it is.
Trying to play a game with these niggas?
What? You just stole this shit? Jeez. What do you mean?
I don't know. I want to ask them a question.
We want them to throw us a
they
question?
so active right now.
Yeah, if y'all so active, what y'all got in mind? What y'all? Yeah, the comment section crack. Goodbye.
Hey,
bye, nigga.
bitch. All right. What do you guys think is the most important aspect of starting and running a business?
The most important part, I can answer that.
I want the people in the comment to actually
While they
answer
start,
too.
there's a delay.
Yeah.
While there's a delay, I'm gonna go ahead. What?
Capital's not a good answer.
No. It's not capital. It's a sense, not even a sense. A direct, a sense of drive.
A sense of drive. Now, when you say sense of drive, what do you mean by that?
That means that through thick or thin, you have through thick. I'm like I see. That's why that nigga's my CFO. He's like, no, shut the fuck up.
That nigga Phobos said, I don't want Mo to fuck this up.
Yeah, I said,
get out of here.
My keys is right here.
Oh hell no.
But I want to answer this question too.
But I say a sense of drive because shit. You have to accept that you're willing to do whatever it takes in order to move the business. You have to do this much work to move that much up.
Yeah.
So Ice Cube has a video where he says if you're not ready to dedicate at least a minimum of 5 years into something, don't even start it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't even start it. And like I said, I'm 3 years into Killjoy. Leave. I'm trying to give y'all gems and y'all are kicking me out.
That nigga Fabian said finally that nigga left.
Fuck y'all. I'm 3 years into Killjoy, right?
Yeah.
And the progress that I've made, although sometimes I feel like it's shit, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Look at that magazine versus the first magazine, bro.
All based off of not even so much discipline, consistency.
Yeah.
I would say to start a business, you need to make
Goodbye.
consistency.
He said that shit 10 minutes ago.
Consistent. You need to be consistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
you need to be able to say, even if shit's not up, if it's down, bro, I'm still going to have my vision of putting something out.
Yeah.
Killjoy's changed how many fucking times?
1,000,000 times.
You've been consistent with changing.
But I've been
Tell
consistent.
my mama I was a pretty bitch.
I've been consistent with the vision as far as what I give out.
Yeah.
Maybe not the name, right? But as far as the mechanics of the business.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yeah.
What?
She said she proud of us. She talking about me and Mo because you're supposed to be gone.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck about
Yeah, goodbye.
Thank you, Vanessa. I like your direct approach and discipline. I would say vision.
Okay.
I would say vision, having a proper vision of what you want to do.
Okay.
Really, it makes it easier. I mean, this shit is never easy, but it makes it feasible.
Right.
You know, because if you don't know what you're doing, then the days where nobody's copying your shit, the months where nobody's copying, not even days, the months where nobody's copying your shit, you're just like, oh, why am I doing this? But if you have a proper vision, it's like, okay, man, I'm not even worried about this, bro.
So my question for you is when's a time where you change the direction of your business, of your brand? Because I'm going to lead into my example, but I want to know where you said, I once believed this was the best way to go about the business, but now I have learned this is the best way to go about it.
So that happens probably every 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
Because the main thing I've learned and I am learning is that you have to adapt.
Right.
At first I thought, okay, Gildan tees and pro clubs, they're good enough. Don't
jargon them to death.
I'm not.
So tell.
At first I thought like,
describe.
Everybody knows about Gildan tees. It's just a quick and easy get.
Yeah.
But then the longer I do this, the more I realize, okay, I need quality because I don't even wear my old shirts.
Right.
But now I have shirts from 3 months ago. That I still rock as if they're brand new because of the quality.
Correct.
So just being able to adapt is very important in this game.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that that's something that I did not see in the comment section. Adaptability is one of those things that is keen in order for growth. This past week, I talked about it at the top of the show, but it was like, bro, Cone Firm almost has 4,000 followers.
Mashallah.
Bro, do you remember when I first was out chasing these car niggas? Yeah. I brought y'all niggas around sometimes. Yeah. And for the first time in almost 2-3 years, the payoff, I finally starting to see. But this is the kicker.
Yeah.
The kicker has nothing to do with the clips. It has to do with talking about the clips on these chairs. It was the blending of the Mohammed Cook show, me talking about my life, blending it with the conversation of the car people of Space I Know, and then recognizing, putting these two entities together, you can create a successful business.
Yeah, bro, like,
or at least a successful brand, at least.
So, like, I had to separate myself from the brand.
Exactly.
So I took my Wolves Leading Wolves Instagram, and yes, he is gonna have a car show every Saturday.
Yes.
So I took my Wolves Leading Wolves page.
Yeah.
That used to be like a hybrid page, my personal and my business page.
Yep.
I unfollowed everybody from that.
You did. I felt a certain type of way about it, but it's all
good. Nigga, I follow you on my other Instagram.
Yeah, and then I put W. I was all right, cool. I said, this nigga went bougie already? Switch up crazy. But
and the thing, I didn't even follow myself because I was like, I have to create a level of separation so that I can see what I'm doing.
Exactly.
And through that, I started like posting these stories, and I learned a new way to find videos on TikTok and post them.
Yeah.
And it's actually working. Like, I'm getting like more interaction from the people the people that follow me more than when I was actually on there DMing people.
Right.
And on my own page, like, I'm able to like tailor whatever I make on there and kind of have it line up with what's on the Wolves Leading Wolves page.
Yeah.
To where it makes sense. It's like, okay, I see this dude's personality.
Yeah.
And yet I still see that, yo, this is a clothing brand and this is what it's about. Because I think the hardest thing for me has been trying to get people to see what Wolves Leading Wolves is.
Yes. Finding the brand language is very hard in marketing that I think a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah.
And I think for the first time ever in my life, once I started addressing things as this is Mohammed Cook and this is Cone Firm, shit worked. Like on both sides. There's probably been like a 5% increase on my page since obviously Ablo's birth.
Of course.
You know, but like 5-10% there, and then it's been like almost a 3,000% increase on, not 3,000, probably
300.
300. I was a 300% increase on, because I was able to separate the languages of both entities, and my face isn't on Confirm at all.
And the thing is, what Vanessa said, post more content.
Yeah.
Definitely post more content. And that's something I'm learning too. So for a while, we had this conversation about, Ty, you need to post more. Ty, you need to post more.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, bro, I don't know what the fuck to post.
Right.
I realized I don't have to post on my actual Instagram like every day. It's my stories where I have to post.
Yes.
Because for me, that's where I get more of my engagement.
Correct.
And through that, I get to figure out, okay, what's the next post going to be for my page?
Exactly.
Because what I've been doing is I've been figuring out who my audience is.
That's very important.
I post certain things on there. I see what gets more love.
Yeah.
And through that, I'm able to separate.
Yeah.
Because bottom line, I'm going to post what I post. Like,
right.
I'm going to create what I create, because this brand is about, you know, the things that I love and the things that, you know, that motivate me within this clothing shit. But I also want to speak to the people who also like that shit.
Exactly.
So I have to figure out who those people are, but I also have to, and through that, I'm figuring out what it is that they like.
I want to talk about, because we're coming up, we still got 7 minutes, because we want to be very good with time. What do you think what's the goal for the next 18 months?
So
analytically, I don't want to talk about the big, not analytically.
I've gotten
followers,
I've gotten
money,
the quality.
income.
Listen, I've gotten the quality. I've gotten my my logistics together. Like, that's no longer an issue. But now, what you're speaking on is where my focus is. So right now, I want to get the Wolves Leading Wolves page to 1,000 organic followers.
Okay.
By the end of this year.
Okay.
Like 1,000 followers that Wolves Leading Wolves got, not Ty.
Okay, yeah.
So through that's going to be, I got to find my pockets.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I have to find like, okay, where are my people at and how do I get to them?
Right.
So, and I also want to get to posting at least not 15 times a month, at least 9 times a month. Like making like actual Instagram posts, not story posts, at least 9 posts a month.
Okay.
Because at the least that's like 2 posts a week for the whole month. So those are kind of the things that I'm getting into, and through that, I want to solidify. Like, I want my page to look a certain way. I want it to be uniform. I don't want it to be sporadic or anything. Yeah. So in order for me to get comfortable with posting 9 times a month, I have to figure out what it is that I'm posting. Okay. Like, so I have to have a theme and a subject, you know, for the brand, so that every week it's like, yo, you know what's coming in a sense, but you don't know exactly what it is. Okay. So, yeah,
I like that. I like that. I think you're damn near en route. And you're on path to do that. I love every Mercedes post. So, bro,
this is my favorite drop, and it's like
I love it.
I got some crazy stuff coming y'all for y'all on the stories, bro. It's wild.
Yeah, keep that coming. Keep that, and like I said, and that's the best part about your brand development is that I've seen it from Cameron on Pro Clubs with a vector, an illustrator. Yeah. For those who don't understand what I'm saying, he used to draw his graphics out 1 pixel at a time
on Photoshop, not even Illustrator,
which is crazy. Nobody would do that, and then he'll print it on these heavy ass tabletops, better known as T-shirts, better known as Pro Clubs. Yeah. So just seeing the evolution in that is outstanding. I think you're en route. I'm not worried about anything with you.
I appreciate that.
With myself, what I've learned is, so today I was driving down. That's the one thing about being unemployed, nigga. You don't realize how much time is in a day.
You try to figure out how to burn 8 hours,
bro. It's amazing. So I left one gig, and I'm driving down Stockdale, right where the roundabout is, all the way at the end of Stockdale. Yeah. One of my car homies, Austin, he hits me. He's like, bro, you didn't see me hit that roundabout? I said, wait, what? So I missed, because that's always been my dream shot. Somebody hitting a whole roundabout I recorded. That's like things it's on my bucket list of things to record. Me driving and me recording it. So anyways, I was like, nah. He's like, well, I said, where are you going anyways? He said, well, I'm going to the track to secure our placement.
Oh, for this next month?
For the next month's event.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, shit, bro. I want to go too. He's like, whoa, let's go. Nowhere in my life where I see my homie driving down the street outside of like my first year of college. Yeah. Where I'm like, I'll go with you too. Yeah. So anyways, he's like, all right, I'll wait for you at the gas station. So he parked, and then I went all the way around, caught up to him. We went to the gas station, and then we went to the track. Anyways, I saw the whole thing. Comes to find out, you can rent the go-kart track, right? Which cars can fit on. Automobiles can essentially a drift track for $500. That is it. This is where the story gets crazier. You can rent bays, like indoor with electric AC and everything, to work on the cars for $100 each for the day.
So you can work on cars.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. Oh, so this is the crazy thing about it. My dreams, this is what I'm telling you all this. Yeah. Once the page hits, I want to say maybe 10,000 followers. I don't want to do 10,000, that's too cliche, but maybe 7,000. I don't know, it's like an odd number. I want to throw a drift event for Car Scene Conversation. Yeah. I'm going to rent 5 bays. One is going to be a podcast studio. The next one's going to be a store. And then the other 3 are going to be parked show cars that aren't going to be doing donuts or things like that. Yeah. The rest, everybody else is going to be on the go-kart track. It's a whole track. And I was like, bro, I can get this all done under $1,000, get some food for probably another $400. I can get everything done under probably $1,500. Damn. So one of my analytical goals for Car Scene Conversation is essentially have my event the same way Elijah did his event for the magazine drop on the last issue. Yeah. And I was like, yo, this is absolutely perfect. At that time, I would have had enough episodes in. I would have had enough clips out.
To where it makes sense.
It makes sense. And I know I have enough people who will be willing to go, and I'm not even going to charge them to pull up. I'm fronting all the money on this, all for exchange of reshares and posts. So to get in, you got to there's a certain quota.
I can't wait, because that's a really dope idea.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of Jay Leno and Jerry Seinfeld, how they do their conversations with celebrities and shit like that about cars and shit.
And I would be bringing trucks out, cars out to slide they shit. Because we got, for the event I'm talking to you about, we got the skid pad in front. I want the track.
Shit.
So I'm gonna be bigging this up. I'm gonna be like telling niggas like, yo, get ready. Make sure you know how to drive, get your bars up. Because there's turns, and we not just going in circles. Yeah. Like, you got to know how to drive.
You got to know how to drive that bitch and hold that bitch.
Exactly. So
that's dope.
I got the whole sense of inspiration today. So shouts out Austin for taking me with him, because that came off the random. But
I think where I'm at now, I'm just trying to figure out what my live event is gonna be, because I need to get the shit out in front of people, but I just don't know.
Yeah.
He said hit him up after the show.
I don't know. I think he said Ty hit me up after the show.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought you said thank you.
I'm going to need to get his number from you.
Yeah, he don't fuck around.
I know.
He's very serious about everything. He's not a joking man.
I know.
Yo, just letting you know.
But, all right.
Yeah, anyways, we at the 1 hour mark, bro, so we can probably just wrap this on up.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for paying attention, watching us to this conversation about bosses, our dreams, our goals. I'm going to be clipping this, so when this shit actually happens, we'll do a partnership post on this.
Yeah.
We'll do a partnership post, and then I'll get one of his clips, and I'll do a partnership post, bro. Partnership post for everything.
Yeah.
Side note, also the Mohammed Cook Show, guest only every time.
Okay.
I'm not doing any more. It's me talking to the camera.
I don't think you should have been. It's a show.
I've learned that. That's why I fucked up. I thought I can like carry it like, and I hate to say it, like academics where you're just talking solo. But I forgot that even during his show, he has people in the Discord talking to him.
Exactly.
And I didn't think about that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for sitting here talking with us. We appreciate it, for spending your Thursday evening. I want you guys to still stay tuned into us here at DDS every Thursday night at 7:00. If Ty is on time, I want you guys to stay.
Don't do that, because y'all niggas be coming at 8:30.
Listen. Hana came. We was on time.
We was.
I knew after the Hana episode, I'm not being late on Thursdays no more.
Oh, yeah, we can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
I said no more, because she's like, what? Only issue that we had was like clearly a technical one. But I want you guys to stay happy, stay optimistic. What else should the people stay?
Stay driven, dog.
Stay driven. You guys enjoy your evening. We love you. We appreciate you. Ty's gonna give you a call.
Yes, sir.
We out.